All right, what's up, guys? Let's see if the stream is working. Oops, it just closed my chart. There we go. All right, let's see if it's working. Let's go check X. There we go. Sweet. All right, looks like it's working on my end. So hopefully everybody else can hear and see me just fine. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Let me get the link posted out in Discord. What's up, Liv? Thank you. My YouTube account manager. Live now. All right, link is sent out in Discord, letting everyone know we are starting up. So I guess, oh, sweet. Almost at 1.3K subs on the YouTube account. Let's go. If you guys haven't already, if you're on X right now, go to the link that's in my profile bio. Click on that, scroll to the bottom. It has all the links to my social media accounts and then my YouTube channel. So make sure you go and give all of those social media accounts that I have on TikTok, Instagram, and then make sure you're following and subscribing to that. Appreciate it. Thank you, Liv. All right, starting a few minutes early. Kids went down to bed earlier, so go ahead and knock this out. All right, first things first, economic calendar for the week. All right, starting on tomorrow. There was nothing scheduled for tomorrow on the economic calendar, which is fantastic. Tuesday, looks like the main things at 10 a.m. we have consumer confidence, and then Fed Speaker Barr speaking at 11:45, and then at 1 p.m. Eastern, Fed Barkin is speaking. So consumer confidence at 10, and then two Fed speakers after that on Tuesday. Wednesday at 10 a.m. new home sales, and then at noon Fed Speaker Bostic. Thursday, that looks like to be the big one. Oh Jesus! And Friday, Thursday and Friday, pre-market at 8:30 a.m. we have GDP, we have durable goods, and we have initial jobless claims. That will probably be the big 8:30 volatility candle there. Then we have pending home sales at 10, and then at 10, Fed Barr speaks at 11:45. Fed Bowman speaks Friday at 8:30 a.m. Pre-market, we will have personal income, we will have personal spending, then we have PCE index year over year, then obviously core PCE. Advanced retail inventories, advanced wholesale inventories, and then Fed Barkin speaking again. And then at 9:45, Chicago PMI, and then at 10:15, Fed Goolsby speaking. So Thursday and Friday are looking like the first from pre-market 8:30 until about 10:15. Could see a little volatility in those days. So starting off the week Monday with absolutely nothing on the calendar, and then ending the week with a freaking bang. So I believe we have NVIDIA earnings coming up. If I'm not mistaken, we have HIMS as well. Domino's Pizza is reporting. HIMS is reporting. Zoom TEM, Riot, Fang, TCOM, all tomorrow. Tuesday, we have Home Depot and Kava, Lucid, Axon, FSLR, Instacart, AMC. Wednesday, we have TJX, Lowe's, and NVIDIA, CRM, Snow. Those three are probably going to be big movers after hours. CRM is right at 4, Snow's at 405, IONQ is at 405, AI is at 405, Mara is at 405, Teladoc, Paramount, JOBY, Jesus, Snowflake, if I didn't already say that, and then NVIDIA at 420. So Wednesday, we'll have a big mover after hours there. Thursday, VST, TD Ameritrade, Papa John's, Novavax, RKLB, Dell, Sound, HPQ, ADSK, Redfin, Run, Fubo, and Wolf on Friday. So, what was it, Wednesday? So Wednesday after hours will be a big mover. So starting from Wednesday after hours until Friday morning, market can just be pretty crazy. There's a lot of things coming out between those time frames. So, all right, now we got all the boring stuff out of the way. Going to jump in, same three as always: SPY, QQQ, and IWM. So obviously, market did not have a good day on Friday. If you were long, I was short everything, just about. So SPY dropped $11. Fantastic. Have a zone right down here. It is the low from Wednesday, February 12th. So it's going to be around 598.60. Get rid of all this. Why is my chart taking forever to load? There we go. Whoops, just opened up a Weeble by accident. You got a spot down here. I don't know why I highlighted that in the first place. It might have been a gap previously that needed to be filled. You got a spot right here. One that's right over here. There's an MMK zone there prior. You got that spot right there as well. So underneath 598.60 on SPY, I'll be targeting 597.30, 596, and 594.6. I really am not seeing too much for upside, honestly, until SPY really starts to break back above that 605, like 50 to 606 kind of spot there. The MMK zone starts about right there. So if it can break back above 505.50 and 605.50 and 606, I'll start to think back along on SPY by that point. But so that's, let me mark. That's essentially for SPY. I would want to see a break in base above that, or a break in base below that. ABC. Where is ABC? So it needs to do yonder or that. So what we'll look for, enter on the B points, which would be the break in base either above or below one of those zones. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. Those would be triggers and my targets for upside and downside. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and screenshot that now. So 606 and 598.50 or 598.60. Sorry. Why is my internet so slow? QQQ sitting right here on a level that I have. Got an MMK zone that starts down here. And then that previous low that's down there. Have a level right here too. Big resistance right up here. Whoopsies. All my stuff has to be color coded in case you can't tell. That was actually fine there. So for me, 530 to 530.50 on Qs, need to see a breaking base above that before it goes higher. 532, 534, and then 535, 70, 536. I got a trend line here on the larger time frame, and it's going to line up with this level right here at 524.60. So if it breaks underneath 524.60, 523.75, 522.55, and then 521.20, and then the bottom of that MMK zone is probably around 520 psych level ish area. That's just above it, but I would definitely mark probably 520 psych level. So for Qs, 524.60 and then 530.50. Those are the two things that I would watch. Let me screenshot this. Is it a squeeze on any time frames? On a 15-minute, not worried about that. All right. IWM, completely different ballpark here because IWM is just stuck. This thing is just stuck between 230 and 210 right now. That was a nasty candle right there, but it's in a squeeze on the daily still, and it is moving to the downside. I already have it drawn on here from when I charted it prior. I charted the squeeze up here, and now it's freaking dropped another $6. So could see a bit lower down to like 214. But it would have to reclaim 225. It's sitting on a little level that's right here. But IWM's just been stuck. So yeah, for me, I would have to see a break above 225 and then go hit these next levels. But under 217.2, 217, most likely get a drop down to 215 and 214.4. So nothing crazy really on IWM. Again, the only thing I'm watching on IWM for a while is the weekly. It could be a potential cup and handle. All right. So for the ones that don't know what cup and handle is, bullish chart pattern. So we'll see maybe how this sets up, in the future. So coming down, maybe it breaks out after that. So would be interesting to see. But I've been watching that for a while now. But again, 225, 217, IWM. Those are the two things I would watch. One I've already sent, I'm going to cover real quick, is JPM. Go to the weekly. You have the Evening Star, which is my favorite bearish reversal of all time. So I am currently short JPM. Last 2 days on it have been absolutely terrible. So that thing's been getting obliterated. So I'm looking for a move down to 255 first. Go to the daily right here. So I'm targeting this trend line and that level as of right now. So I'm looking for a 260 break. So again, I'm already short JPM. I'm in 250 puts for March 21. So I would like to see a daily close under 260 area, and then I want to target 255, and then obviously 250 after that to get the puts that I have in the money. So along with that, go to the weekly on Morgan Stanley, ticker MS. I can just delete this off. It had a hangman here at the top, which completely missed. But if you go to the daily right now, hit this low with a trend line. All right. So you got the start, 1 point of contact, 2 point of contact. This is the third. Squeeze has it moving to the downside. So on the daily chart for Morgan Stanley, it's sitting right on a trend line. Looks like a head and shoulders. I was up there at the high as well. But it's in a squeeze, so there's high compression and momentum's going to the downside. MACD has already crossed bearish to the downside, and there's bearish divergence. RSI is decreasing on the daily as well. So to me, it almost seems too easy, but trend line break, potential squeeze and fire to the downside. First target's 127, 125 area. Full target for me would be 122, 120. So looking for this just overall with banks. So obviously just charted JPM prior. That was my first name that I was watching for banks to potentially go to the downside, and then started looking at other ones like BAC, and then looking at MS, Morgan Stanley here. So, and I saw this up on Morgan Stanley. So if banks are weak, the top two names I'm going to be looking to have put swings on, that's going to be JPM and Morgan Stanley. Someone said, is it just me or is your sound down? Oh, he said, I got it. Nope, just you. All right. Apple. This is Apple on the daily. That is an ugly shooting star. Not looking good. Okay. Also, if you just look at this spot from previous price action, right? It gets pretty decent rejections. So I'm rejected here back in January. Went from 244 down to about 220. Second time rejected, again around 245 area, went down to 225. So now testing it a third time, daily candle does not look so hot, testing that for the third time. So looking for an initial move down to this 241.6. So again, just $2 range of 242 to 240 area, which would be right there. So that's what I'm targeting to the downside. So I am short Apple. I am in 230 puts for March 21 as well. So again, I'm short JPM currently in a swing, and then Apple as well. So it's just risk to reward tells me when we're up here, and obviously I'm not going to look to go long at the top. I'm going to see how the daily candle closes. Is it going to close bullish and close above that, or is it going to reject it, come back down and close bearish. And it rejected it, came back down, closed right at 245. I wanted to see it close underneath 245. But targeting this 242 to 240 area downside currently on Apple. So you have trend line right there at the close. All right. So you'll see, let me get rid of this. You'll see where I marked this 245 area. Just look at all the top wicks that happen right when that area is tested, right? And then it finally just got a big break above it, came back down and accepted right back into it. The daily candle closed a shooting star right here on this hourly trend line. I mean, it actually closed at 245.03, but right underneath the hourly trend line there. I mean, if I pinpoint it, it's either right on it or just right below it. So looking for essentially that move right here. So that's what I'm looking for on Apple. Those would be my targets there. So for this chart, for the Apple puts that I'm in, risking around like 247 area. And obviously my target is where I want to be exiting majority of my trades around that 240. So in a light swing, not too many contracts here. So it's kind of the swing trade that I'm in currently on Apple. So if it puts in a lower high and still rejects around 247, I like adding into that position. But underneath this 245 area and targeting down to the 240. So as of right now, risk rewards almost 3. It's 2.8. So I like it. So currently swinging those 230 puts. Amazon is freaking me out. So I wanted to short Amazon and I missed my entry. To short Amazon. So it broke the weekly trend line. Go to the daily, it's clear as day. They just closed directly underneath of it, and then after that, it just went straight back down. So the thing with Amazon here is there's a gap right there, and it almost filled it, but it did not fill the gap. It needs to go down a little bit lower to 214. Okay. The thing, though, is if you just highlight the top of this candle up here, you'll see that big reaction here, big gap and reaction here, and when retested, huge reaction to the upside. So this would be like an SR flip spot. So now it's just pulling back and it's just retesting that spot, which means to me, I should be looking to go long here, stop underneath there, and then put it back up here towards these highs, right? The issue that I have is it did not fill the gap. It went to 214.74. Got a decent bounce down there going into the end of the day last session. I mean, came down in there and popped back up. I mean, held, but it's, to me, I don't know. I'm picky. So there is a gap down there to 214. I would like for Amazon to come down and actually hit 214, fill the gap, and then see buyers kind of step in. Just because of this zone just in general right here. I mean, SR flip zone. So I would love for that to hold a support and then be able to take it back up towards those highs. But there is a small gap that it still needs to fill. So if that was all that it got close to, and they start to push it back above and it reclaims 220, I like that for Amazon. So I'm not looking to short Amazon anytime soon, but depending on how it reacts at 220. But after this massive move that already had downside recently, I mean, it got obliterated the last 2 days and the last week. If it can either break and base above 220 or fill that gap at 214, I see buyers step in. I would like those areas for potential longs. So, what's up, Keith? What's up, man? So, try to go through it as fast as I can, but SPY, QQQ, IWM, the banks, JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley, and then Apple and Amazon. Those are a few of the top watches that I have. There's a few other ones. If you're in the premium Discord, you already have all those other charts. I did all those charts and everything earlier this afternoon and sent my thesis and opinion on all of those other names and those charts. So got about with SPY, QQ, and IWM, got about 10 things on the watch list this week. So I was able to cover a few of them here with you guys. So TLT, huge monthly falling wedge. Banks, let's bank. It's going to be a blood bank. Yes, sir. Everyone give Keith a follow. Keith is an amazing trader. He's one of the analysts on the team in the premium Discord with his own channel. He absolutely freaking kills it every single week. Keith probably has more plus 500% trades in a week than I've seen anybody else have. Keith is amazing. So hope you had a great weekend, brother. So make sure I'm not missing anything else. This is recorded, obviously, just like every other time. So if everybody here on X could like and retweet the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. It makes it easier for others to find it later on if they could not attend it live. The more people that like and retweet it and get it out there, the easier it is for them to find later. So would greatly appreciate that. So I've already posted, I believe I posted JPM earlier already. So I'll post a few of these other ones. I'll post the SPY Qs and IWM. I really like the SPY chart. I'll post that in the Discord right now, actually. While this is updating my Discord, I'm long Honeywell. It's right here on the screen. I've been long Honeywell since 205. I took and alerted some calls right there. You see the little white line that goes across the screen. It says Honeywell crossing 205.19. That is what I needed to see. And it got a nice strong daily candle here that closed above it. So I took calls. I'm in two separate positions. I'm in 220 calls, and then I'm also in 300 calls leaps for January 2026. So the 220 calls that I'm in right now, I've already taken profit on majority of that trade. It's currently up 80%. And then the leaps are actually up. They're up 20 or 25%. Have not touched those at all. Just managing the 220s that are currently in. And still looking for a move upside here. Looking for a move to a 213.50. And then I'm going to take a trim. And then I'm going to take majority of my entire position at 215. And then I'll be in runners on the last bit. I mean, by that point, they're going to be up probably 150 plus percent by that time. So I'll close majority there and just be in runners for the 220s to go in the money if it happens. So nice move on Honeywell Both those positions are green. Let me go over to the Discord real quick and give you guys the SPY and QQQ charts. That need to hold / break. Red levels are targets at premium. All right. Just sent that there in the Discord. What's up, Terry 2 Chains? Hey, Heather. Appreciate you over on the YouTube channel. I'll be over on the YouTube channel a lot more once we move into the next house and I have a full office. We're going to be doing a lot of good content over there on the YouTube channel, getting that thing boosted up. So, what's up, Bob? Bob is the GOAT. Bob's always here. Always here. Appreciate you, buddy. So, that's it. Going to go ahead and close down the stream. Started early tonight, but going on about 30 minutes here. And again, covered all the main ones that I wanted to share. So I already sent out JPM. Make sure you check out the X profile over there. Go look at my latest tweet. You'll see the JPM charts there. And again, everyone else in the premium Discord, you guys have all the other charts and all the other things on the top watch list and my plan for those. So make sure you go to the Casey Charts channel and check that out. So other than that, that's it. Keith, brother, appreciate you coming on. I'll see you tomorrow morning with the rest of the premium Discord team. So I will be in the premium Discord, live streaming and live trading all week. So if you have not joined, you can head over to my profile, go to my link tree and click the top one and it'll say join the Discord and it will take you to get a free trial and you can come hang out with us for the week and trade with us. Myself, Market Bishop, Sharky, who's my futures guy for NQ, Keith, an amazing trader, Kevin, Flint, my small caps guy, Expo Jesse, swing trader, day trader, and then myself for my channel, and then my live streaming channel. So a lot of great guys over there on the premium Discord team. So